Ravensflock, ravensnation was good, y'all. This video is just gonna share a little in-depth detail light on why we should be confident with our roster going into the season. From 2021 on to maybe 08. It could be more. Excuse me. It could be more. Only a few, I want to say a handful meaning 5. I want to say out all them years, all them seasons, only been a handful, maybe 4, maybe 5 wide receivers that were in the top 10, that were in the top 20 that made it to the Super Bowl. High caliber wide receivers that the Ravens never had. I haven't seen the likes of. And weren't able to win Super Bowl being a top 20 wide receiver. Again, only a few. The names are Julian Edelman, see if I can remember him, Demaryius Thomas, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp most recently, and that might be it. Mike Evans was in the bottom 20, I believe 18 to be exact, and I'm talking receiving yards. Cooper Kupp was number 1 just recently last year. I'm not gonna get into why that was, but just a small little fun fact. Shouts out to Boogie Down EJ with the fun fact. He almost had 200 targets. And at that amount of targets, I mean, you should be doing pretty damn good that year. But I'm just saying that to say this. Just because you have a top 20 wide receiver, that does not mean your team is in position to win a Super Bowl. It really don't. It really don't. And this is not even my opinion. This is something I noticed in a pattern. Because all the teams that won that year, in those retrospective years, a lot of their wide receivers or a lot of their top pass catchers were either a tight end, didn't make the top 20, or how can I say, Cooper Kupp was the only exception out of this situation right now. And y'all can guess why that is. But again, he had 200 targets. So, I mean, the only other person to get that amount of targets was, in most recent history that I could remember looking up today, was Calvin Johnson. Cooper Kupp is not Calvin Johnson. So I'm not even going to entertain Cooper Kupp being that good enough to what he did this year. I want to pay homage to the fact that Rams have their defense that they have. Do I feel like they would actually be a much better equipped AFC team? No. if the Ravens was in that situation with a fully healthy team, Rams was losing easy. But that's a whole nother situation. I'm only again just bringing up this whole wide receiver situation because again the lack of support behind our wide receivers is crazy when they keep crying for all these top tier wide receivers, keep begging for all these top tier wide receivers, but that don't always equal success. Okay, when we had our run, I'm just gonna go off of us. I'm not gonna go on the teams right now. When we had Anquanboldin, he wasn't even in the top 25. I'm not saying Bolden was trash. I'm saying as much as we love Anquanboldin, he was not even in the top 20, but we know how important he was for that season. He only had 4 touchdowns. Ain't that a bitch? He only had 4 touchdowns that season. It came at the biggest moments. Jacobyjones was not it. He was not the answer at wide receiver, but guess what? He made the play when he needed to make it, when we needed him to make it. So how do we know if we have that in our players if we don't give them the opportunity? They're not going to get the opportunity by picking up a free agent wide receiver who's going to want money, who is going to want the ball because that's why they're getting paid. And then all that does is allow one or two people to come up and show themselves, opposed to having a slew of people to work with that nobody has real film on. That's a gem that nobody has real true film on like that. Nobody knows what to expect from them. So we don't need, to me, another wide receiver. What we need is some real support from the fan base. Not half-assed because it's just for Lamar. I caught I'm just now seeing it today, but Proche had a sit down with the Ravens Lounge podcast shit. That's always good to hear shit about Proche, man. We heading in the right direction. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video, but Bateman and Proche have experience at being the number one at their school when they were playing. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm really waiting to see what Chris Sims' top 40 QB list is going to be this year. He trying to drag it out, but I'm waiting for him just to say who it's going to be, so I can feed off of his content too. Since people like to feed off my shit and make it like it's their own. They'll take my words and make it like it's their own. They be watching. The people waking up, man. I was on Locked On Ravens. This ain't no shout out. I was on Locked On Ravens and shit. Reading through the comments and shit. Somebody else called you out, bro. Somebody else called you out, said you're not no real fan. I ain't even saying the shit no more. I definitely call it out whenever opportunity calls, but I didn't go start in trouble with that one. I just stumbled upon that one. I said, oh shit, the people waking up. Nah, man, nah, yo. Another thing. Marcus Williams, I like you, bro. I know you had your issues with the Stephon Diggs catch. You better get ready because we played them. We're going to play them at some point. So I don't want you to start fucking having PTSD and shit. So you better get ready. And the last thing you need to be doing is taking fucking advice from Chuck Clark. You know the last person who was talking highly of Chuck Clark? You know what happened to them? Deshaun Elliott. He plays for another team. Okay? We don't need no more motherfucking Chuck Clark clones, alright? Chuck Clark, I'm surprised you still here, to be honest. It's June 1st. I thought for sure your ass would be going to save some salary cap. I don't know how you still here, bro, but we gonna see how this plays out. But please, Marcus Williams, don't be taking advice from this nigga, bro. Please don't. Earl Thomas used to say the same thing, talk glowingly about this nigga. Like I said, Deshaun Elliott used to swear by this dude. Okay. And you know who had the most interceptions last year? And he no longer on the team, but was better than him and should have stayed over him? Anthony Averett. Fucking Chuck Clark dropped 2 interceptions, at least. Bum ass. The only reason he grabbed any interceptions on the season is because that game wasn't that important. We didn't even do shit with that game. We still lost. Even with your interceptions, bro. Again, your ass need to be going, save some salary cap. You don't need to be on the team. You don't need to be giving nobody advice. I don't give a fuck whether they believe you're a leader. Bitch, you're not nothing for the future. I don't fuck with you, Earl. I mean, I said Earl. I'm about to say this because of Earl. I don't fuck with you, Chuck Clark. I don't. All 22 fuck with you. Sip the Tally fuck with you. Whatever Ravens fans of you out there fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, Chuck Clark. It ain't nothing personal, but my nigga, for Earl Thomas to rumble with you, and we got rid of Earl Thomas and kept your bum ass, and we ain't seen no return from it since. Ain't nobody got elite. We still drafted a safety. Why? If we thought he was the answer. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really got calmed down so quick after the Kyle Hamilton pick. Not that same day, but I calmed down eventually because I'm like, all right, well, if he's taking Chuck Clark's spot, I'm good with it. Chuck Clark bothers my fucking existence. Because when he messes up on plays, I still remember, I don't know what game it was, but he didn't even turn around to intercept the fucking ball. He just went like this. And right in front of the receiver. What the fuck are you doing? Turn around. And the fucking receiver still called on him. So I don't, man. No, sir. I'm not a fan of Chuck Clark. But we're gonna see how this plays out. June 1st, cuts supposed to be made. We're gonna see who make it through minicamp, make it to the final man roster. But yeah, man. Ravensflock, Ravensnation, man. I just had to get this out there, get this little bit of info out there. No, for no reason. never fails. I'm always over by here when I'm recording this shit. So I don't want y'all to think I'm fucking up driving and shit. Nah, it's the fucking road and shit. But I think that might be it. I really didn't see too much else worth speaking on lately between yesterday and today. I'm gonna keep looking for content. If I just be on the lookout, y'all. ravensflock, ravensnation, just be on the lookout, because I feel something. There's something else I wanted to get into. It's something else that I feel like is about to happen. It's something else I'm missing right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video, y'all. Y'all be safe out here. Y'all protect y'all energy, man. It's about to be the weekend, man. Y'all pay attention to y'all surroundings. Pay attention to detail. Like my plumbing instructor used to say, pay attention to detail, pay attention to life, because the life you save can very well be your own. So I'm gonna fuck with y'all. Holla at y'all on the next one, man. I'm out.